Here are verses from the Bible that indicate the actual physical characteristics of Jesus. 1. Revelation 1 verse 15 ESV. His feet were like burnished bronze, refined in a furnace, and his voice was like the roar of many waters. To start with, for those unfamiliar with the word or metal, bronze, the color of bronze is brown. When bronze is heated at high temperatures in a furnace, it turns further darker brown. The color of his feet is nowhere or close to the color of bronze, before or after being heated in a furnace. The Arabic/Middle Eastern people of Egypt today who live in a hot desert climate with temperature as high as 44 C in July/August are merely tanned in their skin complexion and are nowhere close in complexion to the color of burnished bronze. For if Jesus of the Bible was of Middle Eastern origin, the color of his feet had to be ascribed the color of ivory, which is an off-white color or some other color resembling a Middle Easterner. Negroid people are known to turn blacker in the presence of extended living in hot sunshine due to the natural production of melanin. Jesus, just like other Negroids, had to have been, at least, brown-skinned, in the first place. 2. Revelation 1 verses 13 to 14 ESV. And in the midst of the lampstands one like a son of man, clothed with a long robe and with a golden sash around his chest. The hairs of his head were white, like white wool, like snow. His eyes were like a flame of fire. Of all races, only the black man's hair when grown resembles wool. The hair of Asiatic/European peoples are known to be long, flowy and wavy. Meanwhile, this is the so-called image of Jesus Christ being paraded worldwide having blonde hair. Meanwhile, the Bible says his hair was white in color, wavy and long, and the Bible says it was woolly in texture. You see how the distortion of facts have been subtly made for hundreds of years that they are now believed to be true. 3. Isaiah 53 verse 2 ESV. For he grew up before him like a young plant, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no form or majesty that we should look at him, and no beauty that we should desire him. 4. Daniel 10 verses 5 to 6 ESV. I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a man clothed in linen, with a belt of fine gold from Uphaz around his waist. His body was like beryl, his face like the appearance of lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, his arms and legs like the gleam of burnished bronze, and the sound of his words like the sound of a multitude. In this verse, not only were the feet of Jesus ascribed to be bronze-like in color but his entire legs and arms. The last time I checked, the human leg is the lower body portion extending from the hip bone that includes the feet and thighs, and the arms are the upper limbs of the body extending from the shoulder region to the hands. This verse describes the arms and legs of Jesus to be like burnished bronze, and we all know that the legs and arms of any body bears the same color as his entire body, which indicates that Jesus was a black man. Not just once but multiple times in the Bible were the feet of Jesus Christ been ascribed to be brown or bronze colored by different men of the Bible. 5. Genesis 49 verses 10 to 12 ESV. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until tribute comes to him, and to him shall be the obedience of the peoples. Binding his foal to the vine and his donkey's colt to the choice vine, he has washed his garments in wine and his vesture in the blood of grapes. His eyes are darker than wine, and his teeth whiter than milk. The Bible in this verse gives the actual color of Jesus' eyes to be darker than wine. While dark eyes is common to every race, this particular verse debunks the image of a blue-eyed Jesus Christ that has infiltrated the world for hundreds of years. 6. Daniel 7 verse 9 ESV. As I looked, thrones were placed, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was fiery flames, its wheels were burning fire. Another Bible verse indicating the hair texture and color of Jesus' hair. 7. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 14 ESV. Does not nature itself teach you that if a man wears long hair it is a disgrace for him? Here is a Bible verse opposing the wearing of long hair as disgrace and as unnatural, which indicates that long hair must have been unnatural or uncommon to the ancient Hebrews, and attempts to make their hair long by artificial means whatsoever were rebuked as unnatural or going against the very natural nature of their hair being woolly in texture. Note, the Bible never left clues or pointers to Jesus having Caucasoid/European features whatsoever. The representation of Jesus and ancient Hebrews as whites today became prevalent during the Renaissance period between 14th to 17th centuries, when people in arts and paintings depicting scenes from the Bible were represented as whites, which unfortunately has stuck around since then. From Bible evidence, Jesus Christ may have looked similar to this. The Roman Emperor, Justinian the Great, who ruled basically from 527 to 564 CE, 500 years after the time of Yahshua, had engraved on a coin the image of Yahshua with woolly/kinky hair and black features. On the obverse side of the coin there is an image of Justinian but with straight hair. The Cambridge Encyclopedia has this particular listing about that image on the coin. Whatever the fact, this coin, with the straight-haired Justinian on the obverse side, places beyond doubt the belief that Jesus was a Negro, black-skinned. In the coin image, the front side shows the image of Jesus having woolly or kinky hair, i.e. black features, contrasting the image of Justinian on the other side showing him having long, curly and wavy hair.